Hey, welcome to Fun&gun. It's going to be a little bit different of a competition video here because I usually just show myself shooting the competition with a voiceover, which that will be coming up in the video in a second. But we're going to start this off with kind of going over the idea of what this video was meant to be. And this was meant to be a challenge to myself to shoot more of a budget-friendly production gun in IDPA to see how well I could do with this gun, to kind of see, does the gun actually matter as much as some people like to think it does? Because I'm usually shooting a watchtower demolition in this competition, at least here lately I have been, and that gun is currently off being refinished, so I figured this would be a perfect time to go ahead and make this video. And for the most part, this gun is essentially factory. If you've watched my other video or my recent video on this gun, I did put a larger magazine release button, and it has a 6-pound Lone Wolf spring in the trigger, and it does have a little bit of polishing on the inside. And then I went ahead and slapped a Holliston 507 competition on here, which, yeah, I know that's not the most budget-friendly red dot I could have put on this gun, but that is what I had laying around, so there is other options for that, but that's not really the point. The point is the base of the gun is essentially factory, and my goal for this competition was to finish in the top 20 overall and possibly the top 10 in class. And we're going to go ahead and head over to the shooting footage of this, and then I'll come back, talk about this a little bit more, and we'll go over exactly how well I actually did with this gun after that. So let's go ahead and head to that footage now.
Stage one was quite a bit of fun. You started off with your hands touching the wall. You could go to either left or right side. I chose to go to the left side first because of the target closest to me is a little bit easier to shoot. Go ahead and get rid of that one right there so I could do a reload. And as you'll see right here, this one target is quite a bit harder to hit, and I end up just shooting it one-handed just for fun. And on to stage two, which was my best stage of the day. You had to shoot these in priority, so you would shoot the 2 sets of targets closest to you, then the 2 in the middle, and then you're going to go ahead and shoot the steel or the cardboard first. I chose to shoot the steel plate to lock the gun open so I could go ahead and do a quick reload and get the last target. Okay, on to stage three, which was probably the hardest stage of the day in my opinion, because you start off with 6 rounds. You had 6 steel plates right in front of you, so if you did miss one of them, you were going to throw off your round count, because once you reloaded right here, you had exactly enough rounds to finish the stage without having to reload, and that all together made this stage a little bit harder than you expected to be. Okay, on to stage 4, which is where you started facing up range with the gun laying behind you on the table unloaded. You're going to turn around, grab the gun, load the gun, shoot each target 3 times in the body, and then go back across, shoot each one 2 times in the body, and you're going to go back across again and shoot each of them once in the head. Where I screwed up right here is after I made the reload, I completely missed one of the targets, and that was a 5-second penalty, and that was probably my worst mistake of the day. On to stage 5, which was a little bit harder than it looked on paper because you actually had to shoot every target, choose the body, one to the head, which was quite a bit of fun because it was different. We're going to go ahead and give him 4 instead of 3 so I can go ahead and time my reload right here and move on to the other side. And the funny thing is you'll see me here in just a second, go back and make a makeup shot right there, and it was just as bad as the first one. On to stage 6, which was a pretty cool stage, but this is where I made my dumbest mistake of the entire competition, and I dropped a loaded magazine onto the ground on purpose because I timed my reload wrong. As you see there, dropped the magazine, said, oh crap, need it, and went ahead and picked it up, put it back in there, and fired the last 2 shots out of it, which in reality I should either left it on the ground and just reloaded to a fresh magazine, finished the stage, took the penalty, or picked it up, put a fresh magazine in the gun anyways, but either way, too late now.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the results from today's competition to see if I was able to complete my IDPA budget gun challenge to myself of a top 10 finish in class and a top 20 finish overall. Gotta say, I was extremely happy with how the Ruger RXM performed today. Ran 100% through the entire competition, which, to be honest with you, I was fully expecting it to do so because I really do feel like this is a very well-made gun at a good price point. And I feel like the only people you're seeing hate on this is the people that think that this gun needed to be more expensive to be a nice gun. And I haven't seen anything that warrants the hate that people are giving this gun. And the reason that I feel like this gun comes in at such a good price point is not because it's made cheap, but because Ruger is such a large company that they are able to make it at a good price point. And it shoots very good at that price point as well. As you will see here, I actually end up getting a 5th place finish in class out of 22 and an 8th place finish overall out of 50. And I gotta say, I was extremely happy with those results. I'd actually end up kind of just smashing my own goals there and doing a lot better with this gun than I ever thought I could do. And I will say that the gun is actually capable of more than that because, as you can see there, I made quite a few dumb mistakes in the shooting footage there, but that's not the gun's fault, that's my fault. But I was only 13 seconds off my buddy Anthony that kind of smoked everybody, and congratulations to him for winning today. But 13 seconds, in my opinion, is not just absolutely horrible, and I will say in the competition today with the way the stages were set up, that is quite a bit of time, but still happy with that result. And overall, 8th place is not bad, and the top 3 finishers were shooting PCC. So if you take those out, I technically got 5th place overall out of the people shooting pistols. So to me, that is really a good testament to how well the Ruger shoots here, and the fact that you really don't need an extremely expensive gun to go out and have fun shooting IDPA or actually do pretty good with IDPA. It's really the person shooting the gun and the time you spend getting used to shooting the gun. Now, I will say that it is quite a bit easier to shoot something such as the Watchtower Demolition that I usually shoot in IDPA a lot faster because the gun's heavier, the barrel's longer, it's ported, all those things combined, and a lighter trigger. So it is easier to shoot those guns fast, but I do feel like if you mess with this gun quite a bit, you're going to be able to shoot it just as fast, if not at least close to as fast as some of those guns. So if you're looking to get into IDPA, I feel like this is definitely a good gun to pick up to give a try. And that's all I had for you today. I'm really happy with my results.
Okay, if you made it this far, I just want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. If you're looking for more Fun and Gun right now, you can click one of the 2 recommended videos there. If you're looking for more Fun and Gun later, you can go ahead and click that there subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. And if you're finding me from Facebook, go ahead and click that open app button at the top to make all that a lot easier. And I'll see you next time.